Welcome to ZoomInData. In this video, we cover Power Apps interview questions, mobile, device and hardware considerations, one of the most important real-world topics for interviews and projects. This topic focuses on how Power Apps behave on mobile phones, tablets, and different devices, and how hardware constraints influence design, performance, reliability, and user experience. You'll gain interview-oriented understanding, not just theory, explained in simple language, based on real project thinking. 1. How does mobile usage influence Power Apps design decisions? Mobile usage forces developers to think about small screens, limited memory, and touch-based interaction, which are very different from desktop usage. Apps must be designed with simplicity and clarity, avoiding overcrowded screens and unnecessary controls. Performance becomes more critical on mobile because devices have less processing power compared to desktops. Mobile usage also requires considering network reliability, since users may move between Wi-Fi and mobile data. 2. What challenges arise when designing apps for small screens? Limited screen space makes it difficult to display large forms or complex layouts clearly. Users may struggle with scrolling if too much content is placed on one screen. Touch accuracy becomes an issue when controls are too small or placed too close together. Developers must carefully prioritize what information is truly necessary for mobile users. 3. How does device orientation affect layout design? Switching between portrait and landscape can change how content is displayed. Layouts that look fine in portrait may break or feel empty in landscape mode. Developers need responsive or adaptive layouts to handle orientation changes smoothly. Poor handling of orientation can confuse users and reduce usability. 4. What performance issues appear only on mobile devices? Mobile devices have limited memory, causing large apps to slow down or crash. Heavy images, media, or complex formulas impact mobile performance more than desktop. Background apps compete for resources, affecting Power Apps' responsiveness. Network latency impacts mobile users more due to varying signal strength. 5. How do touch gestures influence UI design? Touch-based interaction requires larger buttons and spacing for accuracy. Gestures like tap, swipe, and scroll must feel natural and responsive. Hover-based interactions used in desktop apps do not work on mobile. UI must be designed assuming fingers, not mouse pointers. 6. What challenges arise with varying device resolutions? Different devices display content at different scales, causing layout inconsistencies. Fixed-size designs may appear too small or too large on certain screens. Images and icons may appear blurry if not optimized. Developers must test apps across multiple device types to ensure consistency. 7. How does Power Apps handle device permissions? Power Apps requests permissions such as camera, location, or storage from the device. If users deny permissions, certain app features stop working. Developers must design fallback behavior when permissions are not granted. Poor permission handling leads to broken user experiences. 8. What risks arise when camera access is required? Users may deny camera permission due to privacy concerns. Camera usage increases battery consumption. Low-quality cameras on older devices may affect image capture. Apps must handle scenarios where camera access fails gracefully. 9. How does GPS usage impact app behavior? GPS enables location-based features but consumes significant battery power. Location accuracy varies depending on device and environment. Continuous GPS usage can slow down the app. Developers must balance accuracy with performance and battery impact. 10. What battery-related considerations exist for mobile apps? Frequent data refreshes drain battery quickly. Continuous use of GPS, camera, or background operations increases power usage. Poorly optimized apps frustrate users due to battery drain. Efficient app design improves long-term adoption. 11. How does offline capability affect mobile app reliability? Offline support allows users to continue working without network connectivity. Apps without offline handling may fail completely in low-signal areas. Offline capability improves trust in field service and mobile apps. Sync logic must be carefully managed to avoid data conflicts. 12. What challenges arise when users switch devices frequently? State and session data may not persist across devices. Differences in screen size and performance affect user experience. Users may expect continuity that the app does not support. Developers must design apps assuming device changes. 13. How does Power Apps support tablet-specific use cases? Tablets offer more screen space than phones but less than desktops. Apps can display more data without overwhelming users. Tablets are common in field operations and inspections. UI must balance richness with touch-friendly design. 14. What limitations exist on older mobile devices? Older devices have limited memory and slower processors. Newer Power Apps features may not perform well. App crashes are more common on outdated hardware. Developers must consider minimum supported device standards. 15. How does network variability affect mobile app performance? Mobile networks fluctuate between strong and weak signals. Slow networks cause delays in data loading and submissions. Users may experience partial data loads or errors. Apps must handle retries and failures gracefully. 16. What design considerations apply for field service apps? Field apps must work reliably in poor network conditions. Simple, fast UI is critical for users working on the move. Offline support and device hardware integration are essential. Battery efficiency is more important than visual richness. 17. How does Power Apps handle background app suspension? Mobile operating systems suspend apps running in the background. Long-running operations may stop unexpectedly. Developers must avoid relying on background execution. Apps should save state frequently to avoid data loss. 18. What challenges arise with push notifications on mobile? Notifications depend on device settings and permissions. Delays or missed notifications reduce app effectiveness. Overusing notifications annoys users. Notification design must balance urgency and relevance. 19. How does device security affect Power Apps usage? Device-level security like screen locks protects app data. Lost or stolen devices pose data exposure risks. Apps must rely on strong authentication mechanisms. Security policies influence mobile app adoption. 20. What interview questions test mobile Power Apps understanding? Questions about offline usage and network handling. Scenarios involving camera, GPS, and device permissions. Performance tuning for mobile users. Designing apps for real field usage. 21. How does Power Apps handle media storage on devices? Media files consume significant device storage. Poor handling may lead to storage issues. Syncing media increases network usage. Apps must manage storage carefully to avoid failures. 22. What challenges exist in cross-platform testing? Behavior differs across Android, iOS, and tablets. UI may look correct on one platform and break on another. Performance varies across devices. Extensive testing is required for reliability. 23. How do mobile constraints influence app architecture? Lightweight design becomes a priority. Heavy logic should be avoided on the client side. Efficient data handling improves performance. Architecture must support offline and retry mechanisms. 24. What risks arise from device-specific assumptions? Assuming all users have high-end devices causes failures. Features may break on older or restricted devices. Poor adoption occurs when apps don't match reality. Apps must be designed for the lowest common denominator. 25. Why is mobile-first thinking important in Power Apps? Most business users access apps on mobile devices. Mobile-first design ensures better usability and performance. It reduces rework later. Apps built for mobile scale better across devices. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe and save this video. If you want real-time projects, contact ZoomInData. And if you want more questions on real-time projects, contact ZoomInData.